Hey guys, just going to spend a short few minutes looking at downward facing dog to give you a few tips that hopefully you can use in your own practice. First thing, I'm going to take a nice wide stance with our hands, a little bit wider than shoulder width. Index fingers, these ones, are going to stay parallel. And thirdly, this part of your hand, I call it the index mound. Just that bit right there, that's going to stay glued to the mat, so pressing on the mat. Don't let this lift off the mat, okay? So, nice wide stance, index fingers parallel, index mound, glued to the mat. Hand position is very, very important in downward facing dog. Once we set up our hands, they never move. You can adjust your body or you can adjust your feet, but you never move your hands. Okay? So that's the first thing I want you to think about. The second thing I want you to think about is primarily in the upper part of your body. Okay? So we want to create a nice diagonal from our hips, down our back, through our arms, pressing into the floor. Okay? So we want to create this shape with the upper part of our body. So I'm going to demonstrate now. So first thing we're going to focus on is good hand position. And the second thing we're going to focus on is creating that nice diagonal shape. The key to this is to move your hips back. Okay, so your hips need to move back over your heels as we come up. So move your hips back. Pressing with your arms, helping your torso, lengthening your torso, and moving your hips back. So hopefully you can see that I was pushing my hips back, pressing through my arms, creating a nice diagonal from my hips, down my back, out through my arms. Sometimes you might need to adjust your feet, so sometimes stepping back a little bit can create a little bit of space. Okay, so that's the type of shape we're aiming for in the upper portion of our body. In terms of our legs, bend your knees if you need to. In the long term, we're going to work towards having nice straight legs. But for now, it's okay to have a little bend in the knees. But what I do need you to do is to just gently press those heels towards the mat. Okay, so what I mean by it is good hand position. As I tuck my toes underneath, I'm going to move my hips back. So I'm going to move my hips backwards. I'm going to press into the mat, create that nice diagonal line. And then I might even keep my knees bent, but I do need my heels to gently press towards the mat. And over time, it'll become easier and easier to get your heels towards the mat. But that's your last priority. First focus, hands. Second focus, torso. And then the third is moving those heels gently towards the mat. And over time, your legs will begin to straighten. Okay, so I hope that helps you with downward facing dog. And let me know if this video helps you. And let me know if you have any questions. And I'm happy to help you as you go along.